Hi Taurus, my name is Ascending Synergy. I am going to be doing an X Tarot and Oracle spread for you guys for the month of August in relation to you and your exes. Now this is a connection that is disconnected in your recent past, some sort of separation a long time ago, months ago, or literally yesterday. And you just want information on it. You want clarity on it. You want to get some more insight on it in relation to that. So this is going to be that kind of reading. This is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, you can click the link below. It's called ascendingsynergy.com. You can book your session there with me. And in addition to that, I'm going to be reading from the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energy, and what two energies that you guys have together, okay? If you're a man and you can resonate more with the storyline of the feminine energy, perfectly fine. Vice versa. Women, if you guys are more inclined and resonating with the masculine side, perfectly okay. It's gender neutral, doesn't matter. I only do that to kind of set the clarity for myself as the reader, okay? All right, so let's get right into it. So for the Divine Feminine energy, we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So for her, I feel like this wasn't her normal type of dude that she would like put her energy into with her counterpart here. It feels like she really, he was different. He was definitely different here. So the possibility of him being a soulmate wasn't something that she was expecting. This is also her looking to discover what her soulmate may look like. So coming out of a certain type that she usually perhaps had, she could be coming into this month with opening up herself for other types, so that she could really discover, who her soulmate will want to look like here. This is also I feel like she's like meeting people or meeting other people that's not necessarily like her, but it's just again like really great connections that's going on with her. With the Divine Masculine, we have forgiving and learning. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah, there's a level of forgiveness that's taking shape and form here. Whether this Divine Masculine wants to forgive his Divine Feminine, or he is the person that needs to be, he needs to like really open up himself to gain forgiveness of his Divine Feminine. I think I said that right? Or, there's a level, he wants maybe forgiveness from his divine feminine here. And there's a lot of learning experiences that has definitely shaped him, so that he's able to really like see the mistakes and past things that could have happened that are now learning experiences. For her, I feel like she could be in a completely different space where she's now trying to open up her world as to what she truly wants as a relationship here. And in the middle, you have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek here. Let me pull another. Yeah, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romance. Yeah, because I wasn't... That's funny. I feel like she's giving... It's not saying she's giving up on this partner, but she's now starting to see her soulmate. She could have had a type, and now she's coming out of that and really expanding herself because she's realizing the codependency behavior that you guys both could have embodied while you guys were together. And you guys could have really felt like you guys were each other's partners here. Really allowing each other. Yeah, I feel like you guys definitely feel like you guys are each other's soulmates, each other's partners here. I feel like someone wants to be forgiving. I feel like the divine feminine really wants to open up her mind to other options here. It could have been definitely a struggle to leave each other. I feel like there's a high level of addiction because you guys really believe that you guys really felt like this for each other here. Yeah, and then on the bottom we have let your friends help you. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of support coming in because I feel like, yeah, someone calls in their soulmate. I feel like someone, and I feel like it's coming from the divine feminine, where she's gonna open up her options and find someone that truly loves her. So far, what I'm getting is that it could have been a lot of things that could have happened on a masculine side that he's truly asking for forgiveness. But I don't know. I'm not getting like the total I'm in love with you vibes from this. Even though that you have this could be the one in the middle, I feel like that's really attached to the addiction or the codependency that you guys have for each other, and really trying to get some support here. What I'm getting is that you don't feel like each of the soulmates. I feel like it's just something that you guys are doing out of codependent behavior. But let's get into it. That could be for some. Let's get deeper into the message with some energies here. I have spirit guides for some spirit energies for our divine feminine and masculine and what you guys have together. So for the divine feminine, we have fertility. You guys could have kids together. That's probably the level. That's maybe the reason why you guys feel so attached to each other. But for her, again, I feel like she's opening up her world. She's really being more creative and courageous, and she's really seeing her life in a really different way. She's coming into a grander expression of herself. I don't know. I feel like she's really gonna come into her own, where she literally opens up her mind to new possibilities and really start manifesting what kind of mate that she wants, and it comes. I feel like once she starts to open up her world and be more confident in herself, it turns into like so much doors that are opening up for her. Tantric journey. Woo! 42, 6 and 9. Yeah, you guys definitely have a connection for sure together. You guys this could be spiritual, sexual experiences that you guys could have had, and it was a spiritual experience. I feel like since this is on a divine masculine energy, I feel like there's something that he desires out of a partnership. And then she necessarily desires like things to growing as a unit, growing as a people. So I feel like you guys could have two different, again, paths in life. But with him, this information is all about hidden knowledge and wisdom and reaching a state of wholeness and completion through your sensual experiences with yourself and others. Yeah, this feels very, very magical and loving also. I feel like he really wants to have a spiritual connection with his divine feminine energy here. Some kind of spiritual aspect here. So the energy that you guys have in the middle is magic. Wow. And that's 4. So there is a lower foundation attached to this. Yeah, you guys, if you guys actually believe in the love that you guys have for each other and really expand your possibilities, in the moments that you guys had that separated you guys could really manifest each other. I feel like you both feel like you guys are the one for each other. I definitely feel like someone has to forgive someone or wants forgiveness to really truly emerge again together to gain like this higher level of connection together. Excuse me. I feel like the divine feminine, again, is a lot of growth taking place in her. She's keeping her mouth. She's trying to keep herself open for maybe this forgiveness energy here. Or, again, there's a lot of magic that happens between you two. There's a lot of magic and wonderful possibilities. It's sexual, but it's spiritual. Oh, man. All right, so let's get into some tarot and kind of dig deeper into this. Alright, so for the divine feminine here, wow. There is absolutely, these are all heart arcana energies. Oh my God. These are all high arcana energies. All of them. Meaning that this energy is completely a confirmation. It's completely true. Because we have the Lovers in the reverse, the Death card in reverse, the Magician card in reverse, the Star card, and then the Sun in the reverse. This relationship, you guys could have been married. Yeah, they're kind of, that's so crazy because I wasn't picking up really heavy, beautiful vibes, even though this is coming up as such. I feel like what you guys have together is codependency, and there's some sort of an illusion that's taking place of feeling like you guys can have that kind of connection, having that magical connection here. But in reality, it just seems like the divine feminine really has to heal. She has to really heal. There's been too much that has happened in this connection. A lot of suffering, a lot of painful unrecognition, a lot of self-sabotaging. Also, I do have to say, and it has a lot to do with codependency, inertia, not really needing to end something that's not growing. It's not growing. And I feel like she could have Aquarius in her chart, or she could be an Aquarius. But she's coming up as a completely beautiful energy where she has to know her worth, knowing how to have hopeful outcomes. This is her being more open to her world now and being more courageous and more loving to herself, because she has had one hell of a journey with this connection here, the divine masculine, that was completely unsuccessful. And no matter how much you guys really wanted this to be a magical connection for her specifically, it just felt like a codependent thing. It's like you guys wanted, for her, she wanted this to be the one. She really truly wanted this to be the connection. But it didn't pan out the way it was supposed to here. There was just a lot of disagreements, you guys were just unequally yoked. And it was also stifling her growth. It was a lot of egotistical behavior she had to deal with, or she embodies this. She could be very stagnating her growth, stunting her growth, just due to how she might either perceive herself as, or this is just a high degree of arrogance and pride that her pride is so terrible that she's not realizing that that's not a really great healing mechanism, because She has to really see that the way she's could be coming off could be really tarnishing the connection that is here, or this is something that, again, the masculine energy is bringing in, extremely manipulative. Could be a Scorpio or a Leo, or a Gemini, but for the most part, it definitely feels like their manipulation, it keeps you guys stagnant. It's just ridiculous. You get very, very weak energy here. Something very inconsistent here. I feel like it could be very passionate and exciting and alluring. It takes you on trips physically and mentally and spiritually, but then in the same space, it weakens you. It really feels like someone could have someone on the side. It tears us up knowing that, it's just a lot of deception that could be taking place, and it doesn't allow us to really sit with ourselves and meditate and relax and see what justices that need to be made for yourself or for those others. I feel a high degree of someone just being extremely flirtatious, just really disrespectful to this feminine energy here. Or this is just, vice versa. This could be her, being extremely disrespectful. Just very, very malicious. But just, someone could have someone on the side, but multiple of people, just not one. Is I feel like a lot of lies that have been told to multiple people. Someone could have a actual family outside of the connection that really kind of turned this thing completely around. Or this can also feel like the divine feminine had a baby and you guys didn't feel like you guys were ready for it. Alrighty, so let's pull this divine masculine energy here. So I got all high arcana energies. That's so crazy. Yeah, she has to heal. There's a lot of healing that has to take place here. She completely feels stuck in life. Oh. So yeah, she's growing. There's a lot of growth. She has to see the magic in herself again. I feel like she tied herself to a connection that wasn't growing at all. I feel like there's a lot of darkness here. There's nothing illuminating about this connection here. She's starting to realize it. She's starting to, I think through patience, she's going to start realizing that it's very better off to kind of see her options, opening up her world for other options here. Yeah. There's a level of complete codependence. I see it on both the masculine and the feminine energy here. For him, I feel like, yeah, definitely a third party situation going on. He's trying to decide whether or not he's going to create a new fucking family. What the fuck? Sorry if this is applying to you guys. If this isn't, thank God. But I have to say, all messages, I really truly feel like he wants to really, he has another family that someone discovered about, and it completely kind of like all of this dedication and fairness and equilibrium that I've brought to this connection. Now I have no choice but to move on and finding the strength to do it, because I cannot believe that I was incoherent or even not seeing my intuition and my discernment and seeing how destructive this person was. Literally maybe having a baby outside of the connection, or some kind of outside connection where we didn't see we didn't shift our perception to see that this person that we see that is our one and only really had a lot of tricks up their sleeves. And now it's time to end it, because there's just too much deception that has definitely taken place here. Because with the Queen of Pentacles energy, Capricorn energy, or Virgo, or Taurus, but I feel like someone feels completely attached to something that's no longer. It's like watering dead plant. Like it's someone is watering a dead plant. They're still dedicated. They're still trying to find equilibrium. They're still trying to really be patient. But I feel like no matter what happens, and this could be the feminine energy doing this, no matter how much time and patience and effort and energy you're putting into this, you have to realize your worth. You have all high arcana feminine energy. You have the power to fertilize and create anything that you touch. You have the Midas touch. If you do not know that, because something has completely wronged you. And again, that could be the masculine energy too. Just use discernment. Someone's completely attached to a union that it has to end. Like, I'm literally saying it has to end. It's just the only thing that's holding you guys on is attachment. That's it. And that's the defense. I feel like someone is extremely highly defensive. It could be the masculine energy. I feel like this top partner could really come off very abrasive, very egotistical. They don't really necessarily listen to someone else's side, and it really brings out the defensiveness of this bottom energy. So I definitely see like not a lot of movement forward in this connection. Now I do see both of you guys wanting to reconcile with one another. I feel like you guys still want to heal together, and really, for the masculine energy, and move in this space of like, after some very cold times and abandonment has occurred, and just being asked out and being left in the cold, connecting back and finding like some kind of new opportunity to connect again. But again, it just in the cards, it just doesn't really necessarily seem like that would be a great idea, because it feel like it would be the same thing over again. I definitely feel like the masculine energy is seeking forgiveness. They really want forgiveness. They want to reconcile with this top partner here. But I truly feel like this top partner, even if she goes back, she's definitely still going to be, it seems like she's going to go away. Like, I feel like she's healing. She's literally healing. But she goes back, everything that she worked so hard for is going to be reverted back. And she has to really be mindful of her magic and her powerful energy here, and really know that codependency is really the culprit here. Attachment is really the culprit here. I don't see any love between you two outside of this could be the one. I feel like you guys just feel like that towards each other due to the codependent nature of this connection. Yeah, I feel like the masculine energy is very sexual. They're just like, could be having a lot of sex with a lot of different people. And I think it has a lot to do with him looking to connect to his spirit. But I think that he might have to really reevaluate that in terms of connecting to his cosmic consciousness. In terms of this, I'm getting a true belief that he has to like really figure out his purpose in life. Like, what's his virtues? What's his values of himself? What's his safe refuge? His passionate safe refuge. What's his doubts in life? What is he shameful about that he can overcome, that creates disharmonious connections with others and also within himself? I feel like with the divine feminine, she has to realize or really connect with what keeps her stagnant in life, why she doesn't really feel like she's worthy and valued to have everything that she can ultimately desire, heart, mind, soul, and physical here. I have to clarify these. Yeah. The connection is so Taurus energy up here with this sun card, Leo energy. Yeah, somebody's a bad investment. I feel like someone is staying because of the value of the connection financially. I don't feel like someone necessarily wants to leave just because of everything that you guys have invested in each other. This could have been a long-standing connection. You actually could very well still be together, actually, too. But I'm reading it from the ex perspective here. Something completely tragic happens. But again, it's someone doesn't know how, and this could be the feminine energy where she just doesn't see herself in a real illuminating cosmic consciousness way, and is really leaving her in this incapacitated state and defeated state. Is so sad. She needs to really maybe visualize what she wants out of life and say really kind things about herself and listen to affirmations on YouTube and read The Power of Now and just things that completely can turn her energy around, because the things that she needs to do for healing is extremely important, and she could be extremely stubborn to what needs to be healed here. And what needs to be healed here is that she has dedicated a lot of her time to something that was completely unsuccessful, that she does not feel content in, she doesn't feel safe in, she just knows that it was a bad investment here, but she might feel like she cannot get away from it. And it has a lot to do with how she sees herself. This is also something where she's tired of just someone's stubbornness and their lies and their deceit that creates so much weaknesses. The weakness is that she can't move on from somebody else's deceit patterns here. She's is codependent. She's extremely unhappy. I feel like she's only in it because of the history that you guys two have together. That is it. So for the bottom energy here, so the star card here. So yeah, I feel like this bottom energy is tired of fighting, tired of the bickering, tired of the arguments. He wants to come to a complete resolution, complete overhaul of how do we make this work in a real way that's completely not going to be someone needs to I find that the masculine energy is maybe the conflict resolution. He tries to resolve most of the conflicts that arise. I feel like this top partner very well could feel very guided to lash out on this bottom energy because she's completely unhappy with him and also herself. And I feel like someone gets ghosted. I'm also seeing that this bottom energy could have been ghosted and really still yearns for this connection, really wants that reconnection. This top partner could have ghosted him and he's still healing from that, or he in fact ghosted to another relationship that left this top partner completely thrown the fuck off with a family. She could actually have a family and babies with him, and he left for someone else. Yeah, like I feel like he's healing. He could be healing a connection that he could have been very well so been doubtful of. There's also this level of missed opportunities. He could have felt like he missed an opportunity out with someone that was very influencing, very sturdy, very magnificent. I feel like she had a lot of resources, like someone who has some sort of status, even that he felt very connected to, but felt like was a missed opportunity, and really looked to like figure out how to connect to that person again here. Or you guys are looking to really heal this connection that you guys have, and really kind of escape the problems that you guys been through and move into a new space. That's his intention. I feel like the top intention is she's spent. I feel tired for her. I feel tired for her. Yeah, like you guys want to, like you guys really want to, I feel like there's this energy where you really, really want to like move on and really talk about the things and really move on with your passions here too, and really deciding what to do with something that's disloyal and dishonest and emotionally violent. Someone who does not know how to really grasp their emotional intelligence, and they lash out in violence, emotional violence, manipulation, and of that nature here, deception of all that nature, because they don't really know how to really emotionally express themselves and process things in an emotional way here. There's a new love that's taking place here, and it's going extremely into emotional fulfillment here, but I feel like somebody gets rejected, and somebody got left out in the cold for somebody else. That was definitely traumatizing here. But then in the same space, I see how much love that you guys do have for each other. It just doesn't work. Life, right? Life. Okay, so let's get some advice here. Okay. So Taurus, for Divine Feminine, we have winter. Take care of your needs. Yes, this is perfect information for the Divine Feminine. In wintertime, if you guys came to this reading with some sort of question of time, like when, I would definitely say winter, you will definitely get a lot of messages coming in. There's some sort of completion that can take place. This could be you finally finding the courage to finally leave this for good. This is maybe a connection where it's disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected. And I feel like in wintertime is finally the time where you can completely disconnect from this person and open up your energy and really see, do everything that you need to be at your best here. I feel like you're moving beyond the fears of limitations of codependency and attachment. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to move forward beyond your fears. And anything that feel like we were in a dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that that light is within you to sustain you through what may seem a challenging process here. You're uncovering a lot from your past so that has been buried deep here. So it's really time to really step in like a lone wolf really being by yourself, taking time for you to be the alpha here. Okay. Um, with the divine masculine, we have drums, dreams, and journey. This divine masculine energy wants a connection that's very dreamlike, very conscious, very spiritual. I don't think that could have maybe felt that towards his divine feminine here. Um, just based off the energy of this reading, I feel like he really wants something spiritual, something magical. I do feel like there's a lot of magic that you guys do have in between you two, but you got the challenges are really outweighing the magic that you guys can truly tap into, is really what I'm getting here. We have 144 and then we have 122. So I feel like with her, there's a lot of completions that are going on to finally make space for her. And for this, I feel like this person, this divine masculine, he could be traveling a lot. He could be doing a lot of traveling and really just trying to search for himself, the true identity of what he wants, and don't really want to miss out on opportunities that could be very safe refuges for him, and also reconciling with himself of what he truly desires and learning a lot through his journey and a lot of insights that he could be getting also here. I feel like there's a lot of inner a lot of inner visions that he could be having, even in his dreams. So again, I feel like he's really worried about his dreams coming true. His dream could be with someone very resourceful, very magnetic, very conscious, very spiritual. And it's not a good revelation, I feel like, for this top partner. She's really feeling left out. Or the bottom partner could be really feeling really left out, just due to the feminine's nature of how she could be really coming off. I feel like a high degree of negative energy inflicted on him when he wants to stay in like a real spiritual space. But she's negative because the partner on the bottom is, having 1,000, people call him, and, he could be in a space of just doing a lot of things that he needs to be forgiven for, or looking to be forgiven for, that she maybe could have been at her rope's end. So I see totally both sides here. It's just one of those things. And the energy that you guys have together is make plans and focus. Shield Madam. All right, so with that energy here, I guess and that's 9 too, so it definitely feels like a completion that could be taking place finally together here. I feel like you guys just been on a roller coaster ride, just over and over again, saying the same thing. I feel like it's like I feel like shifting perception is definitely one, but this is a planning and strategizing before you guys move forward. I'm definitely feeling like if you guys want to reconcile and really heal, step back for a second and ask yourself, is this really what you want? Is it codependency, or is this truly who you truly want to be with? Do you feel the magic that you guys have together? If that's the case, absolutely make sure that you guys really preparing and focusing on what can take place when you guys reconcile. Really have a strategy in order to really truly move forward here. A lot of insights that can be taking place for the masculine energy. I feel like with that feminine energy, that time alone, that time apart for her is really recalibrating her, for her to really truly showing herself and opening herself in a way that's extremely magical for herself as well. So I feel like planning. Don't make rash decisions just yet. Take it step at a time if this is something that you guys are doing, regardless if you guys are separated or looking to reconcile here. Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. All right, so I'm gonna stop there. That is only a general reading, guys. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Again, if you need a reading from me, I do have my information below. Thank you. Take care.